morning, everyone. As you can see, it is an early morning out today. We drove out to Indiana to head out to a Wednesday only flea market. I haven't been up here in about 2 years, so I'm hoping to find some good stuff, and let's see what happens. Look at these. Some of these shops are just packed with stuff. It makes you wonder if they ever even get any of it out. There's so much stuff back there. There's even more over here. Sheesh. Ma'am, would you take 10 bucks on your stack of game guides? Okay. Would you take 10 bucks on all those? It comes out to 16.
Sure.
Cool. Thank you.
Sure.
That's pretty cool. Check that out. That's like a homemade G.I. Joe display shelf. It's definitely homemade. Still pretty cool. 20 bucks. Thing's really cool, actually.
Alpha K.
Do you know how much was on this?
Where'd you find it?
It was right down over there on the other side.
Show me where you found it.
It was right on the other side of the wall.
Hey, Bob. Is these yours?
Yeah.
How much are they?
Is that fold in?
Yeah.
A buck a piece?
Buck piece? You do 10 bucks for the whole box?
No, hell no.
Oh, what would you, how much is in there? Do you know?
There's probably 50 or 60 of them in here. I know what they sell for.
Pick through them all. I'll just pick through them real fast. Is that cool?
I don't care.
That fold up.
Yeah,
That's what I was wondering about.
it folds up. Folds up like a suitcase. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna grab 7 of them off you.
That's a pretty one too. Thank you.
How much on them?
I'd take 10 bucks for both of them.
10 bucks?
Yep.
I'll take them for 10. That's fine.
I think that's a good deal for somebody.
Yep.
And,
If they fit my bike, it'll be perfect.
all right.
Here we go.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Over here, I think all this stuff is going to be auctioned off here around 10 or 12. I forget which one they said, but I think all the stuff over here is for auction. Okay, it's getting ready to rain here. I'm not going to stay for the auction because I don't want to stay in the rain, but before we do, we have to go stop by the food because you can't come to a flea market and not grab some food. Ended up grabbing some pumpkin whoopies for the ride home. These are made by the Mennonites out here, so they should be pretty good. Okay, so I just wrapped up here at the flea market. Didn't grab a ton of stuff, but I did still grab some pretty decent items. I'll show you guys everything that I got when I get back home. But for now, since I am in a part of the area that I'm never at because there's really not that much out this way, I'm gonna go hit up the Google Maps, see if I can't do some like local small town retail arbitrage, see if I can't find some like discontinued products and stuff, or maybe even see if there's like a local thrift store or something I can stop in. If I do, I will show you those clips right after this one. If not, this will cut straight to when I'm at home and we'll do a recap on what we got here at the flea market. All right, decided to stop in at Goodwill on the way back. See if we get anything here. Check it out over here in the men's ties pool. 2 Rush Limbaugh ties over here. We got a stained glass one, it's a really pretty one, and a peacock pattern one. And you can see on the back, they both have the Rush Limbaugh tag with a little chain. Those are in pretty good shape. That's usually a pretty good brand, and they should go between like 20 and up to 50 bucks a piece. So I'm going to have to look up the exact patterns, but that's a good score. Check it out over here in the jeans. Got a brand I haven't pulled in a while. This is a pair of Diesel jeans. They're the Thanes ones. I've never sold that style before, but usually Diesels go between 30 and 40 bucks. I'm going to be paying $7.50 on them. I think we're going to grab them. And then check it out right down from those Diesel jeans, a pair of AG, Adriano Goldschmied, the Protege jeans. If you guys watched my most recent What Sold, I talked about these. It's a good brand and it's a men's pair. These, I think my last pair that I just sold in that video sold for like 38 bucks. So I'm gonna grab these $5.50. Okay, not a bad little stopping at that Goodwill. Got a bag full of stuff right there, and we were only in there for like 15 minutes, so that's always a good thing. Find a few things, pop in and out. Good day. All right, we are back from the flea market. I had a really good time out there. There was a lot to look at, a bunch of different types of vendors. It was just overall a good morning. If you guys like this kind of content, let me know down below in the comment section. I'll definitely do more videos like this in the future if you guys enjoyed it. This flea market happens every single Wednesday, and it starts at like the crack of dawn, so that's not that good because I don't like getting up that early, but I will still get out there and make more content like this if it's something you enjoyed. But now I'm going to take you through everything that I ended up finding today. We didn't get a whole lot, but we still did get some items that I feel like we'll be able to make some money on. But first, we got to talk about the best buy of the day, and that was definitely these pumpkin whoopies. You can see I already ate 3 of them. These things are delicious. If you ever get out to that flea market, highly recommend trying these things out. They're better than zebra cakes, and that's saying a lot. Zebra cakes and Mountain Dew, that's my weakness. Deadly combination. Literally, it's a deadly combination. They are not good for you. But as for the things that I got to resell, the first items that I came across were these video game magazines. If you remember, just a little while back, I did a video on a half-price books where I bought a ton of different video game magazines and I made hundreds of dollars on them. So I saw all of these sitting there. I didn't look any of them up, and I ended up buying the whole stack for $10. Let me show you what ones we got. Like I said, I didn't look any of these up, so I'll flash up sold comps as I'm going through these. The first one we got is Tomb Raider Chronicles for the PlayStation 1. It's a Prima guide, and out of all of them, I think this one's probably going to end up being the cheapest. Then we have the Residents of Fate guide by Brady Games. Okay, this one's in a little bit of rough shape, but it's the Prima official Dark Cloud strategy guide, and this was actually one of the first RPGs I ever played on the PlayStation 2. Really solid game. And then these next 2 guides right here are the ones that actually caught my eye because they are RPG guides, and those tend to be worth a little bit more. But the first one is Valkyrie Profile by Brady Games. And then the sequel, Valkyrie Profile 2 by Brady Games. And then the final one, White Knight Chronicles for the PS3. I actually think that this book might have been at the half-price books when I made that pickup of a bunch of different game guides, and I don't think this one was worth too much, but I could be wrong. The next thing I ended up picking up were a bunch of these different Skylanders. I don't know a ton about Skylanders, but it is something that I've been wanting to learn more about because I've seen other resellers do really well on them. So let me tell you why I ended up picking up these ones out of that lot that I saw. So as I was walking around, I ended up seeing a whole bin full of these little Skylander guys, and I only ended up getting 7 of them. I offered him 10 bucks for the entire tub, and he must have got a little offended by that just by his answer. I must have lowballed him a little bit. Like I said, I don't know the values of of these things. This is a 100% chance shot in the dark. I don't know which ones are valuable and which ones aren't. The reason that I ended up buying 7 of the ones that were in that bin were literally because they have this octagonal base on them. And I think I remember either Chase After the Right Price or Phoenix Resales, one of those two guys, was saying the ones with the octagonal base at the bottom, I think they're called Imaginators, are worth a little bit more if you find the right ones. And there are certain ones that I know can go for hundreds of dollars. So I took a chance on these. It's a complete shot in the dark. Let me show you the ones that I got. Here is the first one right here. I'll pop up sold comps again over here on the screen so you can see what they're worth. Here is the second one, the third one, number 4, the 5th one, the 6th one, and the final one right here, the only non-hexagonal base one that I got. The only reason I got this one is because it's Spyro and he's different colors. I figured it might be worth something. So yeah, I ended up taking a chance on all of these guys. Hopefully it ends up being a good little buy. I figured at $1 a piece, I'm going to go ahead and use this as a learning experience. Hopefully I was right and these little hexagonal base ones are the ones that are worth more and I'm not just like remembering that out of nowhere. But if I missed any of the other valuable ones that might have been in that bin and you noticed them, let me know down in the comments. This is something that I want to learn, so if I passed anything up, let me know right now. And the final item that I ended up getting at the flea market today were these guys right here. These are clipless cycling pedals, I believe, and the reason I picked these up is because cycling stuff is super hot. I've been talking about it for a while now. Stuff is selling fast and I can't keep it in my store whenever I have it. So I was going to buy these at $10 a piece. I'm going to have to figure out what brand they are and what model they are because I don't see any markings on them. But cycling pedals can go for some serious money, anywhere from like 20 bucks all the way up to like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, like $700–800 plus for a really nice pair. But these right here, I don't see markings on, so I don't know if they're a good pair or not. If they're cheap ones, I might end up keeping them for myself on my own bike. We'll see. I'll have popped up a sold comp of the research that I did of these guys when I find out if they're good or not. And real quick, before we move on, I want to bring something up real fast because I know it's going to be mentioned in the comments. Yes, I bought all of this stuff without looking up comps. I took a chance on every single item that I purchased today. The game guides, the Skylanders, and the cycling pedals. I don't know 100% what they are, but I do have enough knowledge and enough selling experience to know that I should be able to make my money back on each of these items without a problem. So that's why I'm comfortable taking a chance on stuff like this. Normally, I would advise you not to take chances on stuff if you are unsure about the item, but with stuff like gaming magazines, I've sold them plenty in the past before. That's why I'm comfortable at 10 bucks on those. At $1 a piece on the Skylanders, I'm confident that even if they aren't good ones, I'll be able to make my money back in a lot. And on the cycling pedals, if they aren't a good brand, I can use them myself, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to sell for at least 20 bucks, so I'm not going to have a problem with that. It's okay to buy stuff without looking up comps if you are comfortable with the category of stuff that you're selling. So that's why I didn't end up looking up exact comps and being able to tell you the prices of this stuff off the top of my head in this specific circumstance. But anyways, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. Again, if you did like this style of flea market stuff, let me know down in the comments below and I will do more of this kind of content. Also, while you're down there, hit that like button for me. It lets you know you're enjoying the information that I'm providing. And if you aren't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I hope I've earned it by now. I'm providing information for you to help you out in your own reselling business, and subscribing is free and it helps me out. I really do appreciate it. Otherwise, that's all for now, and I will see you in the next one. Till next time, keep on treasure hunting. Peace.